Welcome, WolfTheWolf. So we are back with the brilliant Immortals Fenyx Rising on the PlayStation 5, and we are playing through this game on hard mode. And I hope you guys and girls are having an absolutely fantastic day. Now, in the last video, we did a bunch of side missions for Ares. We had to go inside this little brown pot where Ares was held captive for 13 months to find Aphrodite's girdle, and we then had to go and kill a couple of Spartoi to get some revenge for Ares, and in return I got this set of armour that is currently broken, and I need to take it to the Forgelands to repair it, and then I'll get myself a new set of armour to repair. So I've switched over to my main save file now on my main account, so I'm a lot more heavily upgraded now. I've got a lot more stamina, as you can probably see. Yep, I've got 2 full bars of stamina, so I think I've got 2 extra bars of stamina now. As you can see by my potions, hopefully you can see the potions behind my head. I've got 16 that I can have instead of 10, and they are a lot more upgraded as well, so when I use them I'll get a lot more benefits. Extra damage, extra defense and all that good stuff. More health potions that I can drink. I've got a ton of pomegranates, 274. Not too many mushrooms because there ain't no mushrooms in bloody Ares' area in the War's Den, so I didn't have much mushrooms after I made this save file. And I think I've got quite a lot more godly powers. Let's have a look. Let's see what I've unlocked. Yeah, we are in a lot better shape. And I've also got a lot of the phosphor powers as well. This is the phosphor's clone. This allows you to create a statue, and with that statue you will be able to solve puzzles a lot easier. You'll be able to skip entire stages of puzzles and stuff. So you want to get this as quick as possible. What else do I have? Do I have the ability to pick up heavy things? Yep, lovely. And increases throw damage by 50%. Yeah, so you want to get this one as quick as possible, heavy lifting, and you want to get this one right here, Phosphor's clone. Both of those make doing puzzles in this game a hell of a lot easier. So I've got everything I pretty much need really, and I've got a bunch of different upgrades on here. A lot more upgrades than I've got in my other save file because I didn't do many challenges to get the coins. So yeah, so what we're going to do today is we are now going to head over to the Forgelands, and we are first things first going to find the statue of Hephaistos, and then we're going to survey the area, remove the mist, and then after we've done that we'll probably go and have a chat with Hephaistos, find out what he's been turned into and start doing his storyline. And then I think maybe in the video after that we might quickly go and do this mission for Phosphor, because I don't think it really takes very long. But as always, we're trying to find clues that lead to Dalidos's treasure room filled with electrum, and also another seed to make Phospho even stronger. Phosphor. I'm going to call Phosphor Amber. Chunky Lappy said we should name it Amber, and that's a much better name. And it's a lot easier to say Amber than bloody Phosphor. Phosphor's awkward to say. My lips don't agree with that word. But we're going to have to do a bit of travelling first, so I'm probably going to make this video a couple of minutes longer just because I've got to do quite a bit of travelling. But as you can see, I've made him look like Arthur Pendragon because my character didn't look like Arthur Pendragon, so I had to sort out his look a little bit. And I've also put the helmet on that we unlocked in the last video for finishing Ares' storyline. So that's the helmet I unlocked. I think I look pretty badass. This is probably how I will look until I've defeated all 4 of the Wraiths. And once we've defeated all 4 of the Wraiths, I'll probably change my look to that armour set, because that armour set is bloody sublime. It looks very nice. It makes you look a little bit like a paladin from World of Warcraft. You know, if you've played World of Warcraft, now that you've got that transmogrification in World of Warcraft where you can change the look of your armour to any other armour set, you know, a lot of the paladins have that yellow armour set that I think was from Burning Crusade maybe. It makes you look a little bit like that. It's very nice. Oh, I'm still riding the stag. Okay. Hang on a minute. Make sure I grab these. Because figs are very, very important. The more figs you have, if you've got like just millions of bloody figs, you can just constantly pop a damage potion and do 100% more damage if you fully upgraded it. So, worth doing. Bloody hell, we're finding a lot of mushrooms and figs around here at the moment, and we're still technically in the Ares area where you don't find many mushrooms normally. Every time I say it on camera, they suddenly put mushrooms on the screen to make me look like a liar. I do love this game though. Very underrated, this game. Very underrated. So if you haven't bought this game yet, I recommend purchasing it because it is very, very good. There's a ton of content. It's very fun. The puzzles are generally interesting, and that's coming from somebody that despises video game puzzles. The visuals are beautiful. The comedy in this game is very nice. Sometimes, like I've said before, Prometheus and Zeus do make you breathe heavily through your nose sometimes, but it's pretty funny at times. So yeah, definitely give this a buy. The gameplay is great. Story's pretty good. So yeah, make sure you give it a buy because I'm hoping they'll make another one. Because Ubisoft don't mind making sequels if games do well, so as you've seen with Watch Dogs. I still ain't bought Watch Dogs Legion yet. I was turned off by all of the Brexity stuff that's in that game because there's supposed to be some stuff involving that in its own way, and I've heard enough of that shit. I don't want to hear more about that, it's boring. So I don't know, I haven't bought it yet, but maybe I will. Because I want to run around in London, obviously, because I've spent a lot of time in London in real life, so being able to run around in London in real life, in a video game would be nice. Go around Hyde Park and all that good stuff. Go past Buckingham Palace. Lovely. Right. That's what we have to climb up. That statue over there. Then we're going to have to do a bit of marking and stuff. And then we can start doing the missions. But once I've done with Hephaistos' area, I'll be doing exactly the same thing as I've done now. I've got another save file that I created after I was finished with Hephaistos' area, where I was very upgraded. And then I made another one after Athena's area, and then we'll use that one all the way to the end of the game. I was definitely prepared for this playthrough. I was very prepared. And just by the fact that they've included manual save slots, that's made it a lot easier for me. So shout out to Ubisoft. They always like to put save files in their games, which I like. Because autosave is okay, but then you only got one save. If you want to have another save, you've got to make a second account. That's why I've got my second account for YouTube, because of that very reason. God of the Forge. Hephaistos.
At the foot of the grand statue was an anvil. Itself not a beautiful thing, but the base upon which beautiful things are born.
I'll tell you though, I don't like the way that people treat Hephaistos in this game. Hephaistos gets treated like absolute shit. The way they talk to him, the way they act, and the way that you have to get his essence and to make him himself again, it's pretty damn sad, all of the Hephaistos bit. I proper feel sorry for Hephaistos.
And here were Hephaistos' tongues, which he plunged deep into scorching fires and frigid waters.
Plunged.
Only in those extremes could his creations be perfected. What?
You know, that's all. All the play he's getting. Because you know all of him. In the looks department. Because he's...
Are you finished?
Yes. Yep.
Oh. Oh, Zeus turned into a 12-year-old little boy then, didn't he? Like when you do science at school and then they say penis or something and then all the kids laugh when you're in like primary school. Where's the Oh, we gotta get on the hammer. Okay. Looks like he's got Thor's hammer, doesn't it?
Finally, after much climbing, Phoenix reached
Arthur.
Hephaistos' hammer.
Sorry. I'll stop.
He just said hammer. What's wrong with you? Jesus. I think Zeus might have been at the wine. Here we go. But that's the forge over there where we're going to spend quite a bit of our time, and that's where we need to mend the armour for the reward for doing those missions for Ares. That's where you have to repair it. But we've got to do a few story missions for Hephaistos first. I think you can get a few things done, but I think there's some bits you can't do unless you're doing the story mission. So just wait until you've unlocked the forge for Hephaistos and then do the stuff for Ares.
Ah, the Forgelands. The many workshops. The soaring peaks.
Are we on a guided tour here or something?
The ancient creations, wasted by Typhon's endless appetite for destruction. Oh. Someone down there was alive, working, and seemingly happy.
Definitely not Hephaistos, then. That whining, sniveling coward never smiled a day in his life.
Have you listened to a word of this story? Things have changed.
Yeah, but once you actually hear the story of the way that Hephaistos has been treated throughout this game, you kind of understand why he never smiles. Pretty much disowned by his mum and dad, aka Zeus and Hera. Treated like shit by Aphrodite. Aphrodite was forced to marry Hephaistos by Zeus. Hang on a minute. So if Aphrodite and Hephaistos are Zeus's kids, and Ares, what's going on there then? There's some redneck kind of stuff going on in this game. What are you doing, Zeus? But yeah, Aphrodite was forced to marry Hephaistos. And then she treats him like shit because she didn't love him. Which is not Hephaistos' fault. You know, Zeus is the one that forced her to marry him. Not Hephaistos' fault. I think Hephaistos actually loves Aphrodite. Mind you, she's pretty fine, so, you know, can't blame him. Right, let's do a bit of marking then, quickly. Not too much, though, because I don't want to spend too much time doing all this marking. Oh, look, Ambrosia. I just want to try and mark some of the more important things. Just look for all the little glowing things. Right, yeah, we have 2 Ambrosias right next to each other over there. I can't see anything now thanks to this statue being in the way. I'm not going to mark everything up though. I'm just quickly going around and oh, there's the big leer. Big liar, I mean, big liar. I keep calling it a leer. I don't know why. I do apologise. Not very good at the English language. I've only spent 29 years using it, but that doesn't mean I'm very good at it. It's so weird how the DualSense controller like clicks when you're looking for areas, and how the R2 trigger feels. It's very weird. If you've played this game on PS5, you know what I'm talking about when you're like exploring the map and marking things up. I just marked that constellation and it's not appeared. Oh, that right there, that might be one of the Lieutenant Cyclopses. Yeah, so that's another boss right there. I love the draw distance in this game. It's stunning, ain't it? But yeah, there's going to be another Wraith in this area as well that's probably going to start hunting me soonish. So we'll have to make sure we get ready for that. I can't remember who's in this area. I think it might be Odysseus. Because we've already killed Achilles, we've killed Hercules. So I think this might be where Odysseus is. And I think the other area might be... I can't remember the other one's name. It's the one with the bear. Is there a yellow ore there? Oh, it's a fire, never mind. Right, let's go and see who was happily laughing. And also, as you can see, I've got a lot more health compared to my other account as well. My other save file, I should say. Got like 4 more bars of bloody health. Lovely. No, I fucking love this game though. But yeah, another thing I'll quickly mention. I think I mentioned a few videos back there was a unicorn that I found when I was running around. It's actually here. So if you're looking for that pink unicorn I mentioned a couple of videos back, it's in this little section here. It's either in this bit here or it's in this bit here. So just check around this little area here and you'll see it. It's very easy to see. It's a bright pink unicorn inside a green and blue area, so you'll see it very easily. Just look around here and there is a pink unicorn. And if you didn't see my other video, if you come over to here, I think it was, you can get like a metal looking Pegasus some legendary mants. There's other legendary mants as well. There's 3 legendary mants you can get in King's Peak. I think there's one around here as well. Like another kind of like legendary stag, like a bright white snowy stag. And there's quite a few cool mants on this island, and also a mythical boss in this island right here, a massive fucking cyclops that hits really hard. So make sure you're a lot more upgraded. It's probably something you should fight near the end of the game because it hits quite hard. So, but yeah, let's go and have a chat. That frown simply won't do. That frown needs a little sunshine. Lovely. Here we go.
Okay, maybe I'll put just a happy little smile there. Gorge.
What are you doing?
Huh, nothing. Nothing. Well, something. One thing.
I'm Phoenix. Who? What are you?
Dialogue. With me. Okay. We planned for this, don't we? Who or what are any of us? We are what we do. I am arting, so I'm some kind of artist. Clearly, you are appreciating that art, so are an appreciator.
I'm a warrior. Or the sibling of a warrior. I'm warrior adjacent. Anyway, I'm here to stop Typhon.
That checks out. You didn't look like much of an appreciator, no offense. But maybe this will change your mind.
A little box?
What? No, that is so my last phase. I signed it, though, and you can keep it. No need to thank me.
I can't read this. You're a sculptor. I scaled your statue. You're Hephaistos, right? I'm so excited to meet you in person.
So, not that one. Fine. That's fine. Totally fine. But I have others.
We need to find your essence so we can defeat Typhon. Do you know where it is? No?
Confusion or rapture? Are you rapt?
This is just my face. How can you art at a time like this? Don't you know what's happening?
I think it's safe to say I do not.
Typhon? Everyone turned to stone? Gods all lost their essences. Evil monsters everywhere. End of the world. You really have no memory whatsoever?
Who needs the past when you can shape the future?
It'd be easier to shape the future with hands. Typhon stole them, I assume. Ripped them from your limbs? Tortured you endlessly? Something?
You really need to sit down with this Typhon guy. Talk it out. And no, my hands had enough of making art and scurried off together. I'd love to say put ribbons to the both of them, but an artist without hands is like an appreciator with a Typhon obsession. Useless.
They can't have gone far. And who knows? Maybe if I get them back, they'll jog your memory. Save the applause for when I come back.
I could sculpt a tree with happy little tree friends. Do trees have friends?
Oh, I wonder if that was like a little Bob Ross reference then, what he just said, Hephaistos. About the happy little trees. Because Bob Ross always says happy little clads, doesn't he? Go onto YouTube right now. I don't even care if you turn the video off. Go onto YouTube right now. Well, you're already on YouTube if you're watching this. Search for Bob Ross Happy Little Clad song. Search it. If you don't know who Bob Ross is, he's an artist and he talks very, very pleasantly. He used to be in the Air Force, I think, before he was doing art. He has a squirrel in his pocket as well, a baby squirrel sometimes. But he does art and stuff. But yeah, this is Hephaistos, and as you can see, he's definitely not acting himself at the moment, because as you've heard from Zeus, Hephaistos is a very unhappy person, and this robot is pretty damn happy. Also very sarcastic as well, and is just obsessed with making art, which I suppose would make sense, because Hephaistos is a person that creates stuff on his forge, so him making art all the time does make sense. But his hands have gone away for some reason, because they got sick of making art. Could you imagine if our hands went because they got sick of playing games? Fuck that. Is there a chest? Yeah, there is. Right, let's quickly open this up.
In the belly of the cave, Phoenix found a shrine to Aphrodite. A shrine made with love.
I mean, that's just depressing, because Aphrodite is a right bitch to him. But he actually loves her. Ah, man, do feel sorry for Hephaistos. You're gonna hear more and more as Zeus and Prometheus talk and during the cutscenes. It's just, everything about Hephaistos is just sad.
You can't spell pain without pain.
That is true. That is true. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say it, but it's very true. Okay. Right, let's go and get the hands for Hephaistos. Find new hands for the automaton. Okay. Pretty sure I said that right. Hopefully I did. I need to try and memorise these lyre songs, because I've done them all off camera, and some of them are pretty easy, but I never really remember which song is for which lyre and which song I found in which area, so it's a bit of a pain in the butt. This one's only got 4 strings. I thought they had 5 strings. Oh well, never mind. I suppose you could probably go on Google and just get a list of all of the results, but that would be cheating, so we're not going to be doing that. Get to see how much cooler this character is now. How much stronger it is, I should say. So there's a couple. Have I got the? I don't think I've unlocked the ability yet, because there's an ability. I don't think I've got it. It's one of the Hercules bracer upgrades, and it
looks like a battlefield or a graveyard.
And it allows you to pull smaller enemies to you, or you can pull you to them. So it's good if you like dodge a boss to get away from an attack, and then you can quickly press triangle to pull yourself closer and start smacking them. But I don't think I've got either of those upgrades yet, which is a shame, because it makes fighting the flying enemies a lot easier. So once we get some more coins, I'll have to make sure I buy that skill, because it just makes it so much easier to deal with these flying little shits. Let's have a look. Have I got it? No, I don't have it. Oh, that's the hammer attack. I don't think I unlocked that on my main account either. Just absolutely not. I don't like that attack, because it I always press it by mistake when I'm carrying things, because I get a bit confused with the buttons sometimes. So I'm not a fan of that attack actually. But let me show you. It's pretty much, this is it. You haven't seen it on my other account, but it's that pretty much, a hammer attack. It's called Hephaistos' hammer, I think. So this is definitely the perfect area to be using it. Lovely. One of the hands was back there. It sort of reminds me of Detroit Become Human. You know, when you're trying to rebuild yourself when you're playing as Marcus, ain't it? I think it's Marcus, the artistic one. The one who leads the rebellion. Yeah, I think it's Marcus in Detroit Become Human. But you get thrown in a junkyard after you're accused of killing someone or something in the game, and you have to rebuild yourself, and you have to take parts from other robots. Kind of reminds me of that right now. Detroit Become Human was a pretty good game actually. I think that's probably my favourite out of all of Quantic Dream. Out of all of their games, probably my favourite. I'm not a fan of their games really, because they're more like films. I prefer a bit more gameplay, but very good, very nice.
How handy.
How handy. Yeah. I feel like I should just quit this game thanks to you now. Fucking hell. Arthur Pendragon, don't you ever do that again, right? We don't need any jokes from you, we get enough from Zeus and bloody Prometheus. But yeah, that box, I'm pretty sure that box that we picked up was Pandora's box. And you probably know a bit about Pandora's box, and it's sort of mentioned a little bit in God of War 3. But inside that box was the essence, but the essence jar was actually empty. It didn't have his essence inside the jar, so we need to find out where it is. But at the moment, Hephaistos doesn't really know who he is or anything, so we're going to have to jog his memory a little bit and try and find out where his essence is and then get it back. Because at the moment, he's definitely not acting himself, because as you already heard from Zeus, he's a very depressed sort of character. So he's very happy at the moment, which I suppose is an improvement. So once again, he probably doesn't want his essence back. Similar to Aphrodite, who didn't want her essence back because she's a selfish, stuck-up bitch. So she didn't want to be like that again. Until we got the apple and she became very, very smug again, and then she wanted to become her horrible self again. But you know, you've got to embrace your flaws, ain't you? I keep doing it, see, I hate that spell.
Typhon's wake, Phoenix spied what looked like a working automaton hand.
Look at that, lovely. What's this right here? Is this one of those? Oh, there's a constellation puzzle up there. Where is it? Why isn't it coming up on the map? There you go. Lovely. I'm not going to be doing it just yet. What's this? Oh, there's a lot of faffing around on this bit. We need to step on all of these pads in the correct order. And there's a little crate over here somewhere that you use to block the lasers. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that. It's a lot of work for one chest, so we'll just leave that for now. Right, let's grab up his hand.
Yoink.
Lovely. Should probably fast travel, shouldn't we? Probably be a bit quicker. So there's a couple of... What's that? Is that... Oh, they're bears. Oh, they're so flipping cool looking, aren't they? They're going to attack me now, though, aren't they? I don't think I'm actually hidden. But yeah, I think the only thing you can ride in this game is horses, Pegasuses, and stags, and then obviously unicorns and stuff like that. But yeah, there isn't anything like bears or lions and stuff that you can ride, which is a massive shame. They should have let you do that. I think that'd have been cool. I still think you should be able to ride on a three-headed dog, have like a legendary man, and you have to do a bunch of puzzles to get to it, maybe even battle it to show it that you're worthy, and then you can have it as like a mount. I think that'd be cool. A three-headed dog would be amazing. I don't want to ride around on a bloody unicorn. I'm Arthur Pendragon, the flipping hero. Oh no! I think Odysseus is going to come now. We're going to have to kill her to reveal her lair, so we'll have to fight her quickly, and then we'll go and speak to Hephaistos. Yep, it is Odysseus. I can't remember how strong she is. I don't remember what her powers are. I think she's like a bit assassiny, maybe. Come on, hurry up. There we go. Yeah, but look how much I'm healing when I hit her. You see the difference compared to my other account? I have a save fire on me, and the damage I'm doing. And then the extra stun as well from having the potion activated. See what I mean? Getting absolutely annihilated compared to my battle with Hercules in the last video. Hey, you can laugh all you want, buddy. As soon as I come into your wraith lair, you're going to get annihilated.
Prove to be no match for your skill, little one.
Little one.
I am proud of you. Together, your blade and my power can remake this world. I am waiting for you.
I'm actually willing to take you up on that offer, Typhon. If I could rebuild Earth right now, I think I could make it a lot better. So I'd be up for that. Although I don't want to murder everybody or anything like that, or destroy the world first. But if I can remake it, I wouldn't mind doing that. There we are. Right, so I'll have a chat with Hephaistos, give him his hands back, find out what we've got to do next. I think it might be involving that forge, because I think we need to activate the forge and we need to pretty much set fire to these 4 chimneys, and then that pretty much turns on the forge. And then I think there's a couple of other things we have to do as well, and then we can get inside and we can also do that mission for Ares where we can get that armor rebuilt. Well, it's not a mission for Ares, it's just how we get our reward from doing the mission for Ares. To get our reward, we have to do another bloody mission. Brilliant. Pretty much, it's like going to work, 9 to 5 for a month, getting your paycheck, and then just as you get your paycheck, you've got to fight a boss to actually get your paycheck. Actually fight your work boss, like fist fighting, or her. Mind you, I wouldn't mind fighting my boss. Sounds pretty fun, actually. How you doing, buddy? Looks a bit like the Iron Giant, doesn't he? But shrunk.
Forgetful automaton thing.
Artist words.
That's what I said. Look, I found your hands.
Industrious, Typhon-obsessed appreciator. You are full of surprises.
Hold still while I just... What was that?
No idea.
Still no memory, huh?
No. Well, maybe one. I weren't there.
Pearl in rough seas. Forge fires lit. A wise child convinced. A feather's weight of wit. Forge fires lit? Forge fires lit! Your forge is part of the prophecy. It must be the answer. You have to remember. The forge! The glowing blessing thingy that just came out of your hands. You are a god.
Flattery. I think you're great too.
No, an actual god. Back home, I told dozens of different stories about you. Myths, legends, gods, monsters, all of it. You're Hephaistos, the god of the forge. Remember?
I always thought I was a Jerry. Paul, maybe.
This isn't working. We have to jog your memory to find your essence. I need you to think. How do we start the forge?
Ventilation, clouds, tunnel, air to 4 coal-burning furnaces. A network of canals must feed frigid waters through water wheels to the summit. Central combustion is controlled through 2 mechanisms in the forge core.
How do you know that?
Know what?
Forget it. Unblock vents, start fires, spin water wheels. Then something about mechanisms. Stay here and make sure those hands don't go anywhere.
Instead of painting on a pot that has fruit in it, what if the painting is a pot with fruit in it?
Okay, did you hear his hands scream when I put them back on his body? Right, I'm going to have to end the video now, BwolfTheWolf, but we're going to have a lot of stuff to do in the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching, BwolfTheWolf. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and join the pack today.